Hello my friends, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, I go by the pen name J.M. Gokey and I am an independently published fantasy and horror author. On my channel, I share videos about my writing and author journey, marketing tips, videos of how much I earn from my writing, as well as book reviews and some other fun stuff. So definitely hit that subscribe button if any of those things sound up your alley. For today's video today, I will be diving into some exciting news that I have in my author journey the next few weeks. So a few months ago, I published an extreme horror short story called Lantern, which is book 1 in the Enfield horror series. Now, Lantern is very loosely based off of a vacation home that my dad took over from my grandmother in a really rural small town in Maine. I know everything bad happens in Maine in horror, but yeah, it is based off of a real house, it is based off of a real town, and it is loosely based off of an experience that I had in the house as a child, but a lot more gore and a lot of things that didn't actually happen. So that is book 1 in Enfield horror, which is Lantern. Now, Lantern was my first dive into writing horror on a published level, and let me tell you, the response that Lantern has gotten so far has been overwhelming, to say the least. It is a short story. It is something that I dedicated to my father. It is me trying to find my limits and what I write with gore and just the story and horror in general. And it was a lot of fun to write. It was a lot different from the fantasy books that I have worked on previously. It has been very well received. Lantern to this day has over 30 reviews on Goodreads, which means it is my most reviewed book thus far, and it's only 30 pages, so that's really cool and really exciting. Although I don't earn as much money with Lantern because of how short it is compared to my fantasy novel, it is my most sold, most talked about, most reviewed book. So I have some exciting stuff coming up in the world of the Enfield horror series. Up first, I will be talking about a opportunity that I am kind of exploring, a new way to make my books accessible. Lantern will be getting an audiobook very soon. Production has finished. I chose a really awesome narrator who I have been mutuals with on my other platforms for a while now. She goes by the pseudonym Quiet over on ACX, which, if you don't know, is kind of like the KDP for audiobooks. It is also by Amazon. So I went through ACX. It was a really seamless experience. As an indie author who has very little money to put back into my books, besides what I earn from my books, obviously, audiobooks were something that I didn't think would be in the near future. And then I started looking into ACX and learned about one of the payment options being royalty share. So the way that it works is that I receive half of the income from each audiobook sale, and then the narrator receives the other half. So it's kind of split down the middle. There's no losses for us. It's really just we both earn what we're able to market and sell with the audiobook, which is really awesome, and it gives indie authors like me, baby authors, and it gives newly starting out narrators opportunities to be able to do these things with a very low to no budget, which is really awesome. So production has finished on the Lantern audiobook. It sounds incredible. It is everything I could have imagined and more, and it makes me really happy to think about it. It is done with production. I am literally just waiting for Amazon and ACX to review and approve it, and then I will be able to share a date for you. So I'm hoping either by the end of December or early January to start off the new year, the audiobook for Lantern will be out in the world, which is super exciting. Next up, again, referring to Lantern and the Enfield horror series as a whole, I wanted to discuss another exciting thing coming at the end of this month, December 28th. The sequel to Lantern, which my readers have been waiting quite a while for now for me to release anything about it. Torch, the sequel, will be releasing on December 28th, again exclusively on Amazon. It will be available for ebook, Kindle Unlimited, and paperback. Torch is going to be a little bit longer than Lantern was. For reference, Lantern was about 30 pages. Torch is a bit longer. The story is a bit more complex. I don't know if it's the direction that readers of Lantern expected the series to go, but I really hope that it's well received because I had a lot of fun writing it. Without spoiling too much about Lantern, if you have not read it or are interested in reading it, Torch follows a character named Beau. And Beau lives with his ma and his little brother Billy, and his brother Billy gets into some trouble. Beau has cleaned up quite a few messes of his, and he's kind of getting tired of it. And on this other end of Billy wronging him and doing all of these awful things that he's forced to clean up, Beau has this voice in his head, a voice that he interprets as a god speaking to him and kind of guiding his life and telling him things that he should be doing and just kind of getting him into some trouble as well. So yeah, that is the premise of Torch. Basically, Billy has done one too many things, Beau's tired of him, the voice in Beau's head is really tired of him, and it's kind of just time to get rid of the problem. And that is the premise of Torch. It is a lot of fun. It follows a lot of different themes. It is definitely a bit more extreme than Torch was, or than Lantern was, but I hope that readers still enjoy it. And I also want to share that Torch, which is book 2 in the Enfield horror series, is not the last book in the series. There will be one final book in the Enfield horror series that should hopefully be out sometime late 2025. So yeah, that is all I have to share today. There's a lot of exciting things going on in my horror writing journey right now, and I'm excited to be able to share those with you guys. And yeah, a lot of exciting stuff coming up this month. So if you enjoy videos similar to these, definitely subscribe if you're interested, and I hope you guys all have an amazing day.